Hey, hi, welcome back to Digit.in. My name is Vignesh and what I have here with me today is the HP Notebook 15. Now, it's a pretty normal looking laptop. In fact, it looks quite boring if you ask me. But it comes loaded with good specs inside. It's got the latest 8th gen Core i5 CPU, 8GB of RAM and a 256GB SSD. There are no dedicated graphics on board, but that's alright really. Let's see how it did in our review, shall we? Alright then, let's look at the build and design of the HP Notebook 15. One look at the laptop is enough to say it belongs in the backpack of a young student or a novice programmer. The laptop features a no-frills plastic construction all around with a sparkling glossy finish for the top cover, which means smudges and fingerprints are most welcome. The center of the top cover may sport a bold HP logo in chrome finish, but isn't the place to keep anything heavy like a full water bottle as it flexes easily. The HP Notebook 15 requires a firm grip and some muscle to be carried around because the glossy body can be slippery and weighs 2 full kilograms. Pushing open the laptop lid, which can be done with just one finger by the way, reveals a 15.6-inch matte display with thick borders all around and a boring grey keyboard area with a brushed finish. The light knurling of the bezels around the display is probably the only touch that lends the laptop a premium feeling. The HP Notebook 15 is otherwise as attractive as, say, a box of tissues. In my review of the Asus F570, I'd complained that the display suffers from low contrast and that the manufacturer had seemingly forgotten to add colors to the laptop's display. Well, the exact same seems to be true of the HP Notebook 15 as well. The 15.6-inch non-touchscreen display features full HD resolution and 220 nits of maximum brightness, but lacks contrast. The white from the backlighting dulls the colors on the display, thereby reducing overall display quality considerably for activities like web browsing and movie watching. What's more, there's no dedicated graphics on board for the ₹500,000 that the HP Notebook 15 commands. Sound from the HP Notebook 15's upward firing speakers can, at best, be termed underwhelming. There isn't sufficient volume, so listening to music or taking a VoIP call from a small enclosed cabin is sometimes a strain. When the volume is turned all the way up, music sounds tinny with no stereo separation or spatial effect. Bass sounds muffled and the mids aren't deep enough either. As a result, vocals sound more flat than they actually are. The same is felt when listening to instruments like the trumpet and the violin. In summary, the speakers on the HP Notebook 15 are best reserved for those tiny error dings you hear in Windows. There are plenty of ports on the HP Notebook 15. On the left side, we see a round pin power port, LAN port, full-size HDMI, 2 USB 3.1 ports, and a 3.5mm audio jack for headsets. On the right side, we see a single USB 2.0 port and an SD card slot. There's also a Kensington microsaver lock slot to secure the device and an optical disk drive for CDs and DVDs. In case you're even still using those things anymore, that is. What's missing sadly is a USB Type-C port and a fingerprint scanner. The HP Notebook 15 features a standard keyboard with a numpad on the side. The keys have the right amount of resistance and size but lack travel and backlighting. What's more, the keys on the top row are a bit too narrow for comfort. Luckily, there are individual keys for home, end, page up and page down functions. Though it's a fine setup for short emails and code, the Notebook 15's keyboard is no good for long documents. The touchpad experience on the HP Notebook 15 is underwhelming. The unit does not use Windows 10's precision drivers, so you can forget the multi-touch taps and gestures the operating system offers. What you get instead for tweaking the touchpad is Synaptics' proprietary tool which lets you adjust 3 and 4 finger taps but not modify them. There are separate buttons below the touchpad for left and right clicks which get a little hard to press from time to time. To sum it up, you'll want to add a reliable 3-button mouse to the cart while buying this laptop. Performance. Now this is one department in which the HP Notebook 15 fares better than most of the competition out there. And I'll tell you why. It has an 8th gen Intel Core i5 CPU and 8GB of RAM, but most importantly, has a proper solid-state drive for storage. Ditching the traditional 5400 RPM hard drive for a fast 256 GB Toshiba PCIe SSD is probably one of the smartest decisions HP has made in the last few months, and it really shows in the real-world performance of the HP Notebook 15. For the price tag the HP Notebook 15 carries, an NVIDIA GeForce MX 150 card with 2 GB of video RAM would not have gone amiss. Instead, it gets Intel integrated graphics. On our standard benchmark tests, the HP Notebook 15 review unit fared decently. It outscored the AMD Ryzen 5 powered Asus F570 by 430 points in PC Market's accelerated creative test, and by 1145 points in PC Mark 10. More notably, the solid-state drive on the HP Notebook 15 proved to be 10 times faster than the sluggish hard drive on the Asus F570 in sequential read tests and nearly 6 times faster in sequential write tests. The speed advantage was seen in nearly every computing activity, including booting up, opening up context menus, and launching applications. There was absolutely no lag or stutter while switching between moderately heavy applications such as Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Chrome, iTunes, and Paint 3D. I was able to open and use over 30 instances of Chrome across multiple desktops without any trouble. What may be a deal breaker for most users is the low storage capacity offered by the solid-state drive, but what it lacks in capacity, it makes up for in speed by a huge margin. If you get easily annoyed by lags and stutters in window animation, like I do, you should consider the SSD-powered HP Notebook 15 very seriously. Don't expect to play games on the laptop though. Its integrated graphics chip is no good even for light games. Another plus point about the HP Notebook 15 is its ability to stay cool under pressure. The average temperature of the CPU package doesn't cross 45 degrees Celsius even when the cores are loaded, which obviously is a good thing. In summary then, the HP Notebook 15 is ideal for hours of web browsing and video playback. If you quickly want to pull your laptop out to check data, you can count on this laptop for sure. What about the battery then? The battery on the HP Notebook 15 is surprisingly long-lasting given its price. On the review unit, I turned the brightness up to 80%, enabled Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and opened up a score of applications including iTunes, which played music continuously, and watched the battery drop from full to 44% in 3 hours. On a standard battery benchmark test, the HP Notebook 15 lasted 3 hours 25 minutes, which is 8 minutes over the Asus F570 score on the same test. In summary, the battery life of the HP Notebook 15 is decent. Expect an average of 5 hours of continuous use on a single charge on this laptop. Alright then, let's sum up the HP Notebook 15. For about 50,000 rupees, you don't get dedicated graphics card, but you get good performance otherwise. Well, the SSD inside seems to be making all the difference to this thing, really. And if performance is all you care about, you should definitely get this thing. However, if you're looking for other things like good quality sound and display, and even build, well, it isn't for you. That's it then. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Hit the like button below if you did. See you in the next video. Bye.
For the latest technology updates, subscribe to Digit.in and don't forget to hit the bell icon.